Let's get some analysis now with Robert Maginnis in Woodbridge, Virginia. He's a retired lieutenant colonel for the US Army. He's also a senior strategist at the Pentagon. Welcome back to the program, Robert. There are already fears that the suspension of the grain deal could push up food prices globally. Why would Russia be looking to jeopardize the agreement at this point in time, do you think?
Well, there are a lot of things that Vladimir Putin has done that we don't quite understand. Clearly, saber rattling regarding nuclear weapons. And of course, from the very beginning, he's used intimidation against the Ukrainians, NATO, and anyone that gets in his way. It would appear that he's weaponized not only energy, but now he's weaponizing food. I'd argue that he's desperate. He's in a situation that he needs to get more of what he wants and less resistance. And yet, as you just reported, the Ukrainians are doing quite well on the battlefield. And unfortunately, Vladimir Putin's response with mobilization of 300,000 personnel and pouring all the resources he can into that war is just not accomplishing what he has in mind.
Now, Russia is also accusing the same UK forces who they say helped Ukraine attack its Black Sea fleet of attacking the Nord Stream gas pipelines last month. Why would Moscow be looking to implicate the UK in those incidents?
Well, they're trying to draw NATO into this whole mix. And obviously, the UK is very close to the US, and together, amongst others, they lead the NATO effort. They continue to supply the Ukrainian forces with the weapons that are, really devastating the Russians. Now, of course, the implication that the drone attack in Crimea was led in part by the British naval forces working closely with the Ukrainian forces, of course, was dismissed. It's been labeled by Ukrainians as a false pretext, but it could be a false flag operation as well. Why should we believe what's coming out of Russia over the last 8 months? We've been lied to consistently. It would appear that one of the explanations for what happened in Crimea was mishandled ammunition today. And so that could well be the real cause, but they were trying to spin it for their own purposes.
As you say, Russia does appear to be looking increasingly desperate as Ukraine's counteroffensive gains more momentum. Overall, do you believe that Ukraine can successfully push the Russian forces further beyond its east?
It would appear as if, with obviously with their successes thus far, just in the last 24 hours, they've destroyed significant Russian forces in the south, and it would, as long as they're continuing to get supplies from the West. I think you just said $18.5 billion worth of munitions and sophisticated weapons have gone to the Ukrainians from the Americans alone. And there are 39 other countries that are providing them. So, yes, I think the Ukrainians are resilient. They have every intention of recapturing all the territory. Now, of course, the wild card here is what is Putin going to do next? He's already weaponized energy. He's weaponized, obviously, food now that he's canceled the grain deal. And he's likely to do something more desperate in the next go round. So this is a very disconcerting, very worrisome development.
Okay, Lieutenant Colonel Robert Maginnis, we will have to leave it there, but it's great to get your analysis as always. Thank you.
Thank you.